Today, we're going to build our Lego still water as we build our freshwater lake for Harumi Bay. Also, we'll check in on our settlers and see how they're doing on the Great Brick Sea.
Okay, so we want to basically put our lake in this cutout area here. Now you'll notice that at the moment we've got still sharp corners on this, and we'll deal with this at the end. But the key here is that our lake needs to be still water. Don't go straight for the blues, which might surprise you. When you look at still water, nice calm fresh water, in a lake for example, you'll notice that it takes on the effect and the appearance of the sky. And that could be dark, deep colors, or that could be light, shimmering, mirrory colors. I'm going to pretend that there's a gray sky here, and that helps me save costs by using most of our base plate here as part of the texture. You'll also notice you start to see dark shadows on the edges all the way around the lake that roughly mirror the edge of your terrain. But you don't want to make that too subtle an effect, because otherwise you're going to end up with a lot of gray in here. We're going to use some of these dark bluish gray plates, different sizes, and these can help become our shadows. So I'm going to aim for sort of a minimum of 3 studs out. Like I said, it's going to roughly follow the height. So over here, this one's going to stick out a little bit more because this is quite a high point. And as we get in, this whole side is probably going to be quite high. This is one a little bit more shallow. I'm going to use lots of strange angles where I can. Now that you've filled this in, you just want to break up these straight lines. So I'm going to go over and just add some little bricks just to make it a little bit more wibbly wobbly. We want to get our light bluish gray here, and we're going to cover it in those famous 1x1 trans tiles. Oh, this is always fun.
And as our minifigures cross the Great Brick Sea, the captain suddenly realizes that some of the inventory is not on board. It has not been loaded. Is this a result of brickflation? Or is it simply that they're missing packet 7? Either way, going back is not an option. We're too far in. What will our minifigures use?
The next thing to do is to layer another effect on top of that. In order to do that, we're going to use these. These are these little panels that you get. These little clear panels. We're just going to click some together. So we're going to take some, we're going to put them back to back like this. Eventually you'll end up with a large stick of them like this. And what we're going to do is we're simply going to place them down on top like that. So the length of it, you want to make sure it doesn't have to sit solid. Don't worry about that. We'll take care of that in a moment. What I'll do is I've just taken here some little snot pieces, just like that. We put them in there. They're sitting on top of that. And we've just got some little rocks sitting on top with a little leaf. Maybe a little frog can sit on there. And it's going to sit in the middle of our nice, calm water. There we go. Just like that. In this area here, I've decided we're going to put a little bit more foliage. I'm going to take my snot pieces, just like this. And I've put some little green leaves just through there with a small brown stick. Perhaps a small bird can sit there. We just set them onto our snot pieces. I've taken this elephant trunk and I've just put some little ferns at the end of it. Just here. Let's put our little trunk here into that snot piece. We can just add another little fern there, just for realism. I reckon that's growing out of the middle of our lake. Again, there's lots of ways you could improve this effect, but we're trying to create an affordable way of doing it with regular parts from the pick-a-brick wall. So now you can see you're getting this sort of shimmering, shining effect caused by the fact that you've got the tile underneath and this layer on top. You may even put things like fish and things like that underneath in there. We go back to our old friend, the olive plate that we've been using all along. As you get close to the water side, it's either going to be very dark or it's going to be very, very green. Green from that fresh water. So If you're going to use this olive color, you're going to need to make sure that you layer it with some bright colors in there. When you get to the corners, you're going to want to layer it on a little bit thicker, just to get rid of that sharp edge.
Legend has it that the trees of Harumi Bay make a tough, hard wood that's hard to chop down and hard to manufacture into things. Our minifigures are going to have some trouble on their hands.
See here, I've got this bright green plate. I'm just going to lay it down there and then begin to put some of our olives onto it. Now that you've got this nice little lush green, it just represents, when you look at the water's edge, that lush green color here. You want to just try and put some foliage around here, make it full of life. We all like the water's edge, lovely places to relax.
The freshwater lakes of Harumi Bay are perfect for what our settlers need after a long journey on the sea. Still on the surface, but full of fresh food supply underneath.
Now, not all the vegetation around our lakes is always lush. So this is where we're going to take a little few minifigure hair pieces, browns, natural tones. If you want a wee sneaky ginger one in there, that'll probably work quite well too. So what I'll do is I'll just take a little bit of a snot brick here, stud knot on top, on one of our modified plates with a bar. I'm going to put them in there, just like that. I'll take your minifigure piece, and we just want to secure that onto there. How do you wear yours? We can just lace this along the banks, positioning them to give a little bit of a breakup to show that dead foliage.
If you're enjoying building along with us, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps our channel.
There we have it, the greenery and some of our darker dead foliage, as you see in lots of these lakes, especially by the banks, just floating, dancing over the glistening light. Notice that the dead plant area seems to be very close to our egg. Very interesting. What do you think?
So now our minifigures have somewhere to get fresh drinking supply, as well as a place to dock those big boats, and they will dock next week. The only thing is, our forest is missing some trees. So that's what we're going to work on next time. If you want to build along with us next time, you can pick up one of the cheaper botanical sets, or a couple of them. They're usually in clearance. Or alternatively, look for some dark reddish brown pieces, foliage pieces, brown pieces, things that look good on a tree. Thanks for building with us today, everyone. Until next week, remember, play well.